All right, guys, stop blaming doctors for your opiate addiction. April Garfoli, Recovery Concepts and Consulting, and this is your Real Talk Rant, because it's been a minute since I did this. So I had to jump on here because I was just watching TV and I was watching a prominent show that comes on that I cannot mention on here because YouTube will censor me. But it's a very prominent show, and of course the topic was the opiate epidemic. Are doctors responsible? The answer to that question is no. Doctors are not responsible for opiate addiction, opiate epidemic, even though that's not really what we have. It's just not accurate. Guys, the minute you want to say a doctor caused your addiction, you are giving your power away. You're giving your power away. You're giving your power away to heal. You're giving your power away to recover. Because if that doctor is responsible for your addiction, then he's also responsible for your recovery. And it doesn't work that way. Here's a little news flash for you guys. Drug and alcohol use is the last symptom to develop in addiction. It's the last one. All the symptoms, addiction starts from the inside and works its way out. In other words, where does addiction start, if we want to call it that? Addiction starts in the soul. You become disconnected from who you really are. And then you start to feel feelings that don't feel good. Okay? You have an emotional craving for something. And then you think thoughts that feel shitty. And then the next thing you know, somebody just happens to prescribe you something. Maybe you get prescribed opiates for a legitimate reason because you are in pain for something. And you just happen to find out, hey, I don't feel so shitty on that. So stop blaming doctors for this. This is crazy. Do doctors over prescribe meds? For sure. For sure, but so what? The minute you do that, you give your power away. Stop giving your power away. We don't have an opiate epidemic. What we have is a loss of spiritual alignment epidemic. And when you treat that, all the other symptoms subside because you're no longer treating a symptom, you're treating a problem. So if you're out there and you think your addiction was caused by a doctor prescribing you something, hit me up. Because I will guarantee that I will help you figure out where the problem started and your prescriptions to opiates wasn't the problem. All right, guys, April Garfoli, Real Talk Rant for the day. And remember, saying a doctor is responsible for opiate addiction is like saying a bartender is responsible for alcoholism. It just don't make sense. Catch you on the flip.